Assalamualaikum and good evening. The Sarawak government has announced the provision of special incentives for athletes who achieved success in this year's Malaysian Deaf Games SOPMA. Sarawak Premier Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Abdul Rahman Zohari dan Dr. Abang Openg said the decision was made as an effort to appreciate the achievements of athletes and at the same time as motivation to excel in sports.
Saya tadi bertanya dengan Datuk Seri Fatimah dan Presiden juga bercakap dengan saya mengenai dengan insentif untuk mereka yang menang dalam SOPMA. Dengan ini Sarawak akan memberi insentif kepada mereka yang menjadi jago dalam sokan-sokan dipertandingkan. Yang lain saya serah dengan Datuk Seri Fatimah. Saya hanya memberikan peruntukan khas untuk insentif kepada mereka yang menang mulai daripada tahun ini. Mudah-mudahan ia memberi semangat kepada seluruh atlet yang bertanding dalam SOPMA 22, terus ke 23, 24, 25 dan seterusnya. Mudah-mudahan ia akan menjadi satu peristiwa yang berjaya.
He said this when officiating the opening ceremony of SOPMA 22 2025 at the Hikmah Exchange and Event Centre, Kuching on Thursday. Explaining further, Datuk Patinggi Abang Zohari said the provision of incentives is in line with the measures previously undertaken by several other states.
Insentif ini saya telah diberitahu pihak nasional belum lagi ada insentif, dan saya diberitahu juga oleh Presiden tadi bahawa ada negeri telah memberi insentif. Jadi disebabkan ada negeri sudah memberi insentif, jadi kita pun memberi juga insentif lah. Dia punya kuantumnya saya serah dengan Fatimah. You must be consistent with the other states. Consistent with the other states for us to give the incentive. And for the national level, we leave it to Minister of Sports, Puan Hana Yeoh. But we do not want to melangkah daripada further. But since some states already given incentive, we just follow. Kuantumnya saya serah dengan.
He stressed that the incentive only involves athletes competing in SOPMA in line with the state government's inclusive policy. The SOPMA 22 Sarawak Games will take place from 2nd to 6 October with events around Kuching and Semarahan. The hosting of SOPMA 22 in Sarawak this year reflects the state government's continued commitment to empowering the deaf community through an inclusive sports agenda. Minister for Women, Early Childhood and Community Wellbeing Development, Dr. Sri Fatimah Abdullah said SOPMA is not just an event for chasing medals, but symbolizes the spirit of inclusivity, inclusiveness and equality, in line with the Sustainable Development Goals (SDGs) and the Post-COVID-19 Development Strategy (PCDS 2030), which emphasizes fair, balanced and equitable development for all.
Individu berkeperluan khas, termasuk mereka yang mempunyai masalah pendengaran, juga mempunyai minat dan bakat yang besar dalam bidang sukan. Dasar keterangkuman menuntut kita menyediakan ruang dan platform untuk mereka bersukan, bertanding serta menyalahkan potensi yang ada dalam diri mereka. Kerajaan Sarawak, khususnya Yang Amat Berhormat Premier kita, turut menyokong hasrat ini dengan menyalurkan peruntukan sebanyak RM1 juta bagi membantu penganjuran SOPMA ke-22 di Sarawak.
She also expressed her pride in the achievements of Sarawak's deaf athletes who have succeeded in elevating the country to the international level, including 3 athletes who will compete at the 25th Summer Deaf Olympics in Tokyo, Japan this November. A total of 5 sports will be competed in SOPMA 22 Sarawak, namely athletics, badminton, futsal, 10-pin bowling and orienteering. This edition of the Games saw the participation of 14 contingents involving 610 athletes, 167 officials and 100 volunteers who will enliven SOPMA Sarawak. Meanwhile, Dato' Patigi Abang Zuhari received a courtesy visit from the new Sarawak Police Commissioner, Dato' Muhammad Zainal Abdullah, at the Satria Pertiwi complex on Friday. The official visit marked his first meeting with the Sarawak Premier after being appointed as Sarawak Police Commissioner effective September 29, replacing Dato' Manca Atta, who compulsorily retired. The meeting took over half an hour and was also attended by the Director of the Sarawak Security and Enforcement Unit, Abdul Wahab Rahim. Sarawak's participation in the 76th International Astronautical Congress IAC 2025 marks a strategic opportunity to strengthen global cooperation, share expertise and learn from the world's best practices in the field of aerospace technology and satellite development. Sarawak Minister for Utility and Telecommunication, Dato' Sri Julaihi Narawi, who led the Sarawak government delegation together with other entourages, also attended the IAF Global Networking Forum session in conjunction with IAC 2025. The forum, themed Space Computing, Global Open Science and AI in Space, took place at the International Convention Centre ICC in Sydney, Australia. The forum focused on the potential of artificial intelligence and space computing in accelerating technological innovation and open knowledge sharing in the field of space science. Discussions touched on aspects of global cooperation, satellite data processing, and the development of smart systems for exploration and Earth observation from space. At the same time, the Sarawak government delegation continued its series of official engagements with several leading agencies in the aerospace and satellite technology industry throughout IAC 2025. Among the key sessions attended was a meeting with the European Space Agency and a visit to the Indian Space Industry Pavilion, which provided an opportunity for Sarawak to review the latest satellite technology as well as discuss potential collaborations. The Sarawak Regatta Kuching Waterfront Festival 2025 has made wearing life jackets a mandatory rule for all participants throughout the race as a key step to ensure their safety. Minister of Tourism, Creative Industry and Performing Arts and Minister of Youth, Sports and Entrepreneur Development, Dato' Sri Abdul Karim Rahman Hamzah, said the new rules are being closely monitored to ensure compliance following the drowning incident that occurred in the previous boat race.
Among the new mandatory requirement, kalau dulu-dulu acara air seperti ini tidak diwajibkan untuk menggunakan life jacket. Tapi kali ini untuk Regatta Sarawak bermula tahun ini dan insyaAllah di tahun-tahun akan datang, Regatta Sarawak penggunaan jaket keselamatan adalah diwajibkan. It's mandatory now untuk semua perlombaan. Untuk International Dragon Boat, memang the ruling has always been they must be wearing life jacket. Tapi for Regatta Sarawak, all these years, they have always reject. This time round, if they reject, we don't allow them to race. We don't allow them to race. Dan sekiranya ada perahu-perahu yang mana pendayungnya tidak menggunakan life jacket, saya percaya panel juri akan membatalkan pelombak ataupun bot-bot mereka itu.
He said this during a press conference in conjunction with the festival on Friday. The festival will take place from October 24th to November 2nd with the participation of 62 teams from 22 countries, including Abu Dhabi, Egypt, the United States, Canada, England, Japan, Thailand, Indonesia, Singapore, Brunei, as well as local teams from Sarawak, Sabah, Penang, and Kuala Lumpur. Telaga Air has the potential to be an alternative location for the Sarawak Regatta in the future. Dato' Sri Abdul Karim said the proposal is a long-term vision that needs to be considered for the continuity of the prestigious event.
Well, we have to be practical. Kuching is growing very, very fast. It's not just the regatta. Even the events at the Merdeka Padang. The Padang has been used every year since 1963. Can you imagine how it would be 30 years, 20 years from now, 30 years from now, 50 years from now? Kuching would have been developed, there will be a lot of high-rise building. The moment we have a parade like this, the whole Kuching will jam.
He added that Telaga Air has its own advantage with a large lagoon area and is suitable as a centre for water sports activities throughout the year compared to other locations.
Cannot beat the one in Telaga Air. Telaga Air is a big lagoon. You can have water sport in Telaga Air the whole year round. The whole year round, even during the landa season, because water from the sea, there is that santin, mersan, that prevent the rough sea from getting to Telaga Air. But we have to develop that place. I'm just toying with this idea.
However, he explained that the proposal will not be implemented in the near future, but rather as a long-term plan so that Sarawak's major events can continue more regularly in the future. And that's the English edition with me, Didi Nursyafiqah. More news can be found in our official portal, ukas.sarawak.gov.my, and social media platforms including Facebook and YouTube. We conclude tonight's UKAS Bulletin with the scenes from the opening ceremony of SOPMA 22 2025 at the Hikmah Exchange and Event Centre, Kuching on Thursday. #Saran Pharmacy Rakyat. Have a good night.